Right, morning all. I'm super excited this morning. I'm off to a place called Bempton Cliffs in Yorkshire, and I'm going to be photographing seabirds. It's a fantastic location, and it's about 5 hours drive from where I live, so I've got a long journey ahead of me. I'm also glamping, so I've got loads of gear to take. I've got my camera gear, obviously, enough clothes for 5 or 6 days. And I've got all my food and my call box and stuff like that. So it's like a mini adventure. I'm really looking forward to it. And Bempton Cliffs is fantastic. It's full of seabirds, as I say. We've got gannets, which are these magnificent, really fabulous big seabirds. There should be some puffins there as well, and they're always good fun. There'll be things like kittiwakes and fulmars and razorbills and guillemots. So it's all the seabirds. And in the summer they all come to the cliff faces to breed. And Bempton Cliffs is on the east coast of the UK, and it's our only sort of seabird colony that's attached to the actual mainland UK. All the other ones are on islands off the coast. So it's pretty accessible as well. So I'm so looking forward to it. Not massively looking forward to the journey, but that's all part of it, isn't it? Yeah, I'm glamping. So I've got a little pod for 5 or 6 days. I'm also going to be running some workshops up there, but I've got enough time factored in at the end of the course and just before the courses for some me photography time, which is brilliant. I'm going to hopefully shoot a lot of video as well as stills, because I've been to Bempton Cliffs many times now, and it's, as I say, you never get tired of it. It's one of those wildlife spectacles, one of the best the UK has to offer. I think it's superb. So in this vlog I'm probably not going to talk a lot about camera settings and stuff like that, because I did that last year, and there should be a link to last year's vlog coming up now. What I intend to do a bit more of is put lots more seabird sort of photography footage and stills up, so a lot more video about the animals, about the birds there and stuff like that. So it'll be more of a wildlife vlog rather than sort of a how-to vlog, so to speak. So I'm going to load up now, and then I'm going to trundle on up the country to Yorkshire, which is, if you're not in the UK, it's heading north. And yeah, really looking forward to it. So I will catch up with you guys later on, hopefully this evening, because I should be there about 3 or 4 o'clock, which gives me sort of at least 2 or 3 hours of evening light. And it's sunny at the moment, and the forecast is for sun for the rest of the day. So if it's sunny this evening, I'll have that low golden sunlight on these beautiful sort of seabirds. So I shall definitely be out this evening shooting some stills and hopefully some footage, video footage as well. So all good. Yeah, I'll speak to you. I'll catch up with you guys in a few hours. So yeah, look after yourselves, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now. Right, hi guys. I've made it to Yorkshire. Pretty uneventful journey, about 5.5 hours, which is great. Motorways were all right as well. Sometimes UK motorways can be horrendous, but I didn't hit any hold-ups, so really pleased. And I've got to Yorkshire, and this is my pod. So this is my home sweet home for the next 5 nights. Pretty comfortable, nice and warm, electricity, so we're all good. The weather's fantastic as well. The sun's shining. And it's looking superb. And as the sun drops in the sky, that quality of light is going to get better and better. So I'm going to have something to eat and get straight out onto the cliffs, to start hopefully shooting some really good stills and some video footage. As I say, it's been a pretty good journey, so I'm pretty fresh still. And in these weather conditions, it would be mad not to get out. So after I've had something to eat, it's camera gear ready, straight down onto the cliffs and look for those gannets and other seabirds. The wind's in the right direction as well at the moment, so that's good. And what's happening is the wind is coming from the land onto the sea. So as the gannets and the other seabirds hit that wind, they rise up above the cliffs. So it makes for really good shots. So all in all, conditions are great, good sunlight, wind's in the right direction, so I think this evening it's a really good opportunity. And I've got a free evening before I start running some workshops, so it's one of those times where you've got to take that opportunity. I'm going to get out and get shooting. So I'll speak to you soon, guys. Hi guys, so I've been mainly photographing seabirds over this last week. Fulmars, kittiwakes, gannets, puffins, razorbills, all sorts of guillemots, all sorts of seabirds, and it's been really good. But we've had a real added bonus. There's a barn owl quartering the field behind me, and it's hunting in broad daylight, which is unusual. They're normally nocturnal hunters. In the summer, sometimes they'll hunt early morning, late evening. But this guy behind me must have a lot of chicks to feed because it's out during the day, and it's been fantastic. It's not come really close. It's been quartering that field behind me, but you know, it's pretty good. I've got barn owl shots within the landscape. So I've got the barn owl, nice landscape. So as I say, they're not really tight head, you know, really portraity type shots. They're not really close in, but it's still a really nice picture to take, and it's a real added bonus to this weekend or this week's photography. So I'm really pleased to get barn owls as well as seabirds, and yeah, I'll speak to you soon guys. Right, I've had an absolutely brilliant few days up at Bempton Cliffs. So as I think I mentioned, Bempton Cliffs is on the Yorkshire coast, and it's brilliant for seabirds. So this week we've had all sorts of weather conditions and all the seabird species that you can imagine. So we've had the fulmars, the kittiwakes, the guillemots, the razorbills, the puffins, the whole lot, and it's been absolutely brilliant. The workshops that I've been running have been really good as well. Everyone's got some great pictures, and I've got a day to myself to shoot lots more pictures and video as well, and I've got some cracking shots already and some great video footage, so chuffed with all of this. The weather's been really changeable actually, and that's not been a bad thing. So I've had really direct sunlight on one or two of the days, and that's great if you shoot early in the morning and late in the afternoon. And I wanted to talk about light a little bit. So you get that lovely directional warm sunlight, but then when you get to the sort of middle of the day, the light's really harsh, especially if you're photographing white seabirds. So it sort of makes life really hard actually, and you have to sort of adapt to work with those conditions. And we were photographing kittiwakes, and they're a really white seabird with little black wingtips, and it's really easy for those birds to be overexposed, same as the gannets. So you have to be really careful on your exposure. So in order to get the exposure right for the kittiwakes, it means the background starts to go a bit dark because there's not enough dynamic range on the camera sensor to record all the highlights and all the shadows. So what we did is we adapted. As the kittiwakes were flying around this cliff face, which was really dark and in shadow, we exposed to get the exposure right for the white birds, and that meant the background went really dark. So you had this white bird that's backlit because the light's coming from behind the bird, so it's almost glowing, and then it's against this really dark background. And I'll put one of those pictures up on this vlog because I think it worked really well. So you adapt to your lighting conditions. And then on a couple of the days we had cloudy light, which it's great for the seabirds because that light's less contrasty, so you get a lot more detail in the white feathers. It's a lot easier to retain that detail. Although with sort of soft light, the pictures don't look quite as sharp as with hard light, which is what you get on a sunny day. But that's still really nice. We've got some great pictures on the cloudy conditions as well. And what that means is you don't obviously get the warm sunlight in the morning or the afternoon stroke evening, but you do get good quality light all day. So you can shoot right the way through the day without any worry about that picture becoming overexposed or the bird becoming overexposed, those light tones on the feathers, you know, the white feathers. So cloudy light is fine. And then on one day we had it really foggy in the morning, and that's quite hard because it reduces the contrast of the picture a lot, but it still gives you some quite moody, high key, minimalist shots because you can't see the background, so these birds are just in amongst the gloom, and it looked quite nice. So to be honest, there's been lots of different weather conditions, lots of different lighting conditions, and it's been pretty good all round. So I'm going to put up a selection of shots using all the different lighting conditions we've had over the last 4 or 5 days, and obviously you can have a look, make your mind up, see which you like best. But it's been absolutely brilliant. I've loved it. This is a fantastic location. There's over 500,000 seabirds here, and I've also seen a barn owl as well. It's been brilliant. I've really loved my 5 days up at Bempton Cliffs, and yeah, I think that's about it now. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. If you have enjoyed it and you haven't already subscribed, if you can consider subscribing to my channel, that would be great. And if you do subscribe, press the little bell icon and you'll be notified when I put my next vlog up. And if you like it, like this video, perhaps you can hit the like button. That'll be great as well. But it's been brilliant. I'll be running workshops up at Bempton Cliffs again, or this stretch of the Yorkshire coast next year. And if you are interested in coming on one of my workshops, I'll drop a link below this video, and there'll be a link to my website and the relevant page for that workshop. So I think that's about it now. I've had a cracking time on the northeast coast of the UK, photographing seabirds and a barn owl. It's been brilliant. So bye for now, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it, and thanks very much for watching and listening.